PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is James Spann. You've clicked onto the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Thursday, the 8th day of May. Active thunderstorm day coming up for Alabama in the Deep South. Maybe a few severe storms along the way today. Let's look at some Skycam shots early this morning. We'll begin with the look at the view from Gadsden. Got some low clouds in place there. Jasper's camera looking at the Walker County Courthouse from the top of the King Building and from Tuscaloosa. That is traffic down below on Interstate 359. The upper level trough in the low is moving through Arkansas and Louisiana this morning. And that upper level feature is in the process of weakening, which is a good thing, but still there will be enough dynamic support for severe storms around here today. Early this morning, we got a weakening band of showers up in northwest Alabama and another one over in western Mississippi. All of the overnight stuff is fizzling away as expected, and most of the action will flare up this afternoon and this evening. There is a slight risk of severe weather today for a large part of Alabama and the adjacent states. In terms of the probabilities, the tornado probabilities across our state are 5%. That means a 5% chance of a tornado within 20 or 25 miles of any given point. The damaging wind probabilities are at 30%. And again, those are fairly standard numbers for a severe weather day here. Now look at this tomorrow. This is Friday. The guys have progged a slight risk of severe weather for the Tennessee Valley of extreme North Alabama and North Mississippi. And it is true there will be an unstable air mass in place, but there's not much of a trigger. And I guess you can't rule out the chance of a few isolated storms, and certainly if they do develop, they could be severe. But I think much of the day tomorrow will be dry. And then Saturday, we got a strong trough coming in from the west. We've got a slight risk of severe weather as far west as Abilene and as far east as really almost Jasper and Huntsville there. And then on Sunday, a risk for a pretty good chunk of Alabama and on east. And we'll show you all of that here in the GFS output. This is where we are at noon today, and there's your trough rotating through here. This is at 500 millibars, and down below that, a surface low is expected to be somewhere near Memphis. And thunderstorms will likely form in the unstable air mass. And there's the Cape values, and you can see that tongue of instability coming up through Alabama. Those are instability values of over 1,000 joules. And really, I think that's going to be the key to the severity of this event today. Where will those numbers wind up? Will they be closer to 2,000 joules or 500 joules? If we're up in the 2,000 range, we could see a few tornadic-type storms today. But if this clouds stay in place and the air stays relatively stable, maybe a few storms with large hail and strong winds, and then ultimately a squall line. Let's just see if we get breaks in the cloud cover. It's always a key determining factor in these things in a case like this. The helicity value is not quite as high on this run, but still, those numbers there certainly support rotating updrafts. And so again, I think all modes of severe weather possible. More than likely, when the storms initially form today, they will be kind of scattered, and that the dynamic forcing is not overwhelming. And those cellular-type storms are the ones that will be trouble. And then I think it all rolls into a squall line and rolls through here this evening. Main chance of severe weather, we'll probably say noon to 10 o'clock, but if you get down to the really core of it, more than likely 2 until 7 o'clock. Now, tomorrow that thing is gone, and you can see the GFS looks pretty dry here. But as SPC points out, the air will be unstable as we hit the upper 80s tomorrow. Very, very warm day, and we might see a few afternoon storms go, but they'll be few and far between. Now, Saturday, I think the likelihood of that will be a little better. Still, much of the day will be dry, very warm, but we'll mention isolated afternoon storms. And if they do fire, they could be pretty strong. And then Sunday, here comes a strong upper trough, and that's going to give good dynamic support, and that might be a severe weather day. The deepening surface low is on the Ohio River. And quite frankly, the dynamic support Sunday looks better than what we're going to have today. And again, we'll fine-tune that forecast for Sunday tomorrow, but for now we'll mention the chance of strong to severe storms. Monday, that thing is gone. That looks dry, a little cooler. Tuesday looks dry of next week, and now Wednesday, not as stormy. We've been really highlighting that as the main thunderstorm day. Well, this run delays it one day. Now, there could be some showers. The Gulf is wide open there. But here comes a deep, deep upper system west of here Thursday, and there's your severe weather setup. So instead of Wednesday, now we're looking at Thursday, and that's the danger of forecasting out there in voodoo land. The timing can certainly change, and we'll watch the 12Z runs, and if they come in like this, we'll kind of shift it back over to Thursday. And then on Friday, that system begins to lift out, and the weather should begin to improve. And hopefully that following weekend will be dry. A couple of other quick peeks into voodoo country. This is the 20th. Got a trough swinging through there with a good round of showers and storms. And on the 23rd, oh yeah, that looks like summer. Westerlies lifting north. We've got just kind of a warm ridge here, and that looks a little like late May and June, which is getting to be almost. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 today, weather permitting. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.